All right, so much good news. CNN is going down the fuck. He's going down the gutter. Comcast cut ties with them. Y'all are bringing in about 28,000 views. Nobody's listening to you. All this fucking anti-Trump shit is just going out the window. The culture has shifted, and we could see it. We have full players doing the Trump dance. We have UFC, which is not surprising because UFC tend to go conservative, and we have all kinds of other things going on that are bringing Trump in the mainstream, where a lot of people are not ashamed to support him anymore. Just a good old boy. Now, me, I don't give a fuck. I was supporting him when he started talking real shit. That was in 2015, and I continued to support him all the way up to when I voted for him recently. A lot of cultural changes. Thankfully, he won the popular vote because now you can see the culture shifting. A lot of the closeted Trump fans are out in the open now, and they're expressing their support for Donald Trump and just not feeling ashamed of it, which they never should have in the first place. But hey, what the fuck? That's just the way it was. People are getting fired. People are getting beat up.
Trump supporters were attacked by an angry mob waiting for them outside a Trump rally. It happened in San Jose. As the crowd headed home, they were set upon.
People were getting harassed online, all kinds of stuff. Now you see all this shift coming, and these motherfuckers are trying to get back in the circle and good graces with everybody. This one in particular, fuck him and his wife. My thoughts, that's my thoughts. I know people disagree with me, but let's go and watch Jon Stewart talk shit about them, which is really hilarious.
I like it a lot.
You got to give Jon Stewart his props when it's due. Now, Jon Stewart's also another one that Kamala's going to win, and Trump has no chance kind of guy. And he does flip-flop. Sometimes he'll talk perfect sense, and it's like, yes, I'm with, like, you know, that's good. And then he'll just go to the left so extremely where you're like, okay, he's back. He's back. That a lot of times Jon Stewart does talk sense, especially when he was on Colbert. He was talking about the coronavirus. But now he's talking about Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough. So let's go ahead and watch this clip.
Meanwhile, Joe and Mika Brzezinski Scarborough, who famously warned of the growing threat of Trump's fascism, also had an interesting...
A lot of y'all did that. Stop acting like they're the only ones. Y'all called him Hitler for fucking so long.
...announcement to make.
Last Thursday, we expressed our own concerns on this broadcast and even said we would appreciate the opportunity to speak with the president-elect himself. On Friday, we were given the opportunity to do just that. Joe and I went to Mar-a-Lago to meet personally with President-elect Trump. And for those asking why we would go speak to the president-elect during such fraught times, especially between us, I guess...
Yes, why? Because, you know, the fucking tide is changing, bitch. That's why. Nobody's watching you, dumbass.
Yes, I would ask back, why wouldn't we?
Because you said he was Hitler.
Yeah.
But, okay. Tap out. But look, we don't know what the visit was. We don't know what the tone of the visit was.
We talked about a lot of issues, including abortion, mass deportation, threats of political retribution against political opponents, and media outlets.
Oh, I bet you really laid down the gauntlet, Joe. I bet you walked in there and just let him have it, didn't you, Joey?
This motherfucker talks about he's Hitler. Oh my God, he's a Hitler. He's a threat to democracy. He's a threat. He's going to be a dictator day one, which is all bullshit. And we all knew it. For people paying attention knew it. And of course, they go and kiss the fucking ring, as everybody's been saying, because they just want to be in good graces. They just want to be in good graces with everybody because they know they can see, especially with the popular vote, which is so important, that now they have to come crawling back to Trump and try to get in his good graces so they could have their job still. They get anywhere from like 5 to 7 million or something a year, which is outrageous for the people they're pulling in, which is about 28,000 people. Well, that ain't shit. And to get that much money, yes, that's why Comcast is cutting ties with these motherfuckers. Now, that is big news coming out. Jon Stewart, I think he's funny, but he does flip flop a lot, which kind of gets annoying. Now, Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski, those people should not have a seat at the table. I mean, they've spewed nothing but lies to their audience. As you have seen, a lot of Reddit people are talking about suicide because they're so scared that this Trump presidency, because they've been shoveled this bullshit over and over that their Hitler's coming. It's all bullshit. As you see, they're going in there and they're fucking having lunch with the guy. Who has lunch with Hitler? That's a big thing. I did read a lot of MSNBC workers are boycotting the show and boycotting this whole new take on we're going to be objective towards Trump and kind of give him a chance. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but back before when Trump was running in 2015, he was on there all the fucking time. They were good friends, and all of a sudden they just went to like, we're going to be just anti-Trump all the way. And that's what happened. Now, another one that flip-flops like a motherfucker. I don't know if he was as bad, but he's definitely, he's come around here and there, but he always does like one step forward and like 2 steps back all the time. Like Jon Stewart, the way I feel. He'll do 1 step forward and you're like, oh, and then he does 2 steps back and you're like, oh, what a fucking bummer. This is Bill Maher, and this is his take on the Democrats as of now.
Democrats have become like a royal family that, because of so much incest, has unfortunately had children who are retarded. And the same thing can happen to ideas if they are also conceived in an atmosphere of intellectual incest. Maybe take the clothespins off your noses and actually converse with the other half of the country. Stop screaming at people to get with the program and instead make a program worth getting with.
All right. I do got to give Bill Maher credit for that. He has had a lot of people from the right on his show, so I'll give him that. I just want to say I don't think he's as bad as Mika and Joe. They just spew their bullshit over and over to the point people are paranoid and almost like thinking of committing suicide over this shit, which is the most insane thing. And I should tell you something: these people are just mentally unstable. But Bill Maher does do some good stuff here and there. He does shit on the Democrats which they deserve a lot of times, and it's good to see him kind of say what everybody's thinking. And again, I don't think that would ever happen if it wasn't for the popular vote, because they would just be spewing this. They would just be saying the same shit. Well, we need to get rid of the Electoral College and blah, 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 blah. All that crap. Now it's a mandate, right? Now they can't say shit. It's great to see them going against the grain over there on the left. The left, you need to come more back to the middle, man. Y'all read off the fucking cliff over there. It's just like, yeah, damn, where'd y'all go? I can't fucking see you. Like, and again, I don't believe in ever silencing voices, as well as everybody on the right that I've seen. They don't want to silence voices either. So yeah, I'm not saying Mika and Joe should not have a platform to talk in, but I don't think they should be given any notoriety, because they've been spewing all that shit, and you can see they're fake as fuck. They're fake. They're just grifters. All the grifting's coming out, right? Bill Maher talking about they're retarded. He didn't say that before the election. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear none of that. Supposedly Kamala was going to win. Remember that shit? Now Jon Stewart kind of talking about this, and now you see Joe and Mika kissing the ring, coming back, and it's like, no, motherfuckers, y'all, you can't call somebody Hitler for almost a decade and just assume that things are okay with his voters and him. I hope Trump doesn't give him the time of day and start like giving them any legitimacy and giving them interviews and stuff. I hope the left continues to eat itself. I hope the MSNBC people, I hope they boycott until they fucking get what's coming to them. They deserve everything that's coming to them. They just said lie after lie after lie over and over until people believed it. Now you got people literally thinking he's Hitler. Glad to see all this shit unraveling, and glad to see the culture shifting. Glad to see it all, to be completely honest. And it's great to see that these people know they're on the wrong side of history, because it's been all lies and propaganda from the get-go, and we all saw through it. But now a lot of people are seeing through it, which is great. No matter who's in office, I'll continue, and I hope other people continue to question power and seek what's the actual truth on a lot of issues, and fucking find out for yourselves. Stop being a dumbass and listening to mainstream media and these other pundits. See y'all next time.